everyone, and welcome to Apotheosis. I actually kept their mics muted until the last minute, but they were still freaking out about the fact that I said it, and it was nearly a perfect plan. Next week I'll have it right. Oh, hi everyone. No, I won't. No, that's a lie. Straight off the bat, lying to you all. Well, welcome anyone and everyone. Check out the opening links. Hey, look, there's links. They lead to our Twitter, our merch, our YouTube, and all the other good stuff. Go and check it all out. Come and support us. Come and be part of the community. We'd love to have you. Also, check out our sponsor links, links to Mayhem Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, whom we're very grateful to because they make all of this possible. There's also a tweet in the links there. Please retweet the tweet, let your friends know where you're watching the stream, and bring them along. Come and get them involved in Mackenzie's crazy. I think I'd have to keep leaving all the tweets as teens and high school stuff, more to annoy my fellow players than anything else by this point. Hi, let's go around and say hello to everyone. Hi, Mackenzie.
Oh, hi. Thanks. I'm glad you're promoting my crazy world with those terms. Anyways, I'm crunching coffee right now, genuinely. Anyways, oh, hi, everyone. I'm Mackenzie Lane D on Twitter. You can call me Mac. I will be your dungeon master for the evening. And oh boy, is tonight gonna be an adventure. I prepped. I haven't prepped since episode 1, y'all. I have handouts. I did things for this episode. But anyways, when I'm not prepping, which is very rarely, you can find me here in this seat every Tuesday night. You can also find me as a player in Tact and Diplomacy on Mondays in Scratticus Academy, on Wednesdays in Encounter Roleplays The Broken Crown, and on Fridays in the Greyhawk Channel's The Old Faith. I'm also in a couple of upcoming podcast projects that I can't talk about yet, but they're going to be super exciting. I'm a DM in one and a player in the other. And I also have things coming to DM's Guild in a couple of weeks, which I'm going to talk about more on Twitter. You can find it all up there. It's super exciting. Anyways, let's go around. I really just had coffee, y'all. Anyways, let's go around and say hi to our wonderful, wonderful cast of trash children. Let's start with Raven_co-op. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Raven here. You can find me, here right now. You can find me on Co-op the Podcast and Book a Bitch Podcast. I'm playing Bubbles, who may or may not be upset this episode. Who knows? Who knows how she's gonna feel? That's it.
Who knows? Who knows indeed. Nothing bad happened last episode, obviously. It was total. It's fine. It's fine.
Nope. She's in love.
Let's go down to Joshua Barbeau. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I am Joshua Barbeau. You can find me on Twitter at Joshua Barbeau. That's Barbeau. I stream with Scratticus. You can find me here every Tuesday. I am also have additional streams in the works that I am currently planning. One over on another channel that I'll be doing on Mondays starting in October. I write. I also have something coming to the DM's Guild at a point eventually in the future.
Ooh.
And you can book me as a dungeon master through my website dmondemand.ca. I do live in-person sessions if you're local, or I will do video sessions if you're not. So that's a thing. And I'm playing Sasira, who is a Minotaur paladin monk that likes to use Divine Smite on his fists. And last week, he punched a snake to death.
It was very anime, and oh boy, we loved it. Also, Sasira's become the party's voice of reason, which is genuinely kind of concerning. Anyways.
He's not necessarily the most reasonable person. He's just maybe the most reasonable person in this.
By proximity.
By proximity. So that's a thing.
Anyways, let's go over to Zelda Android. Oh, hi, Zelda. You are muted, Zelda.
Heck, I almost had it. I'm Zell or Zelda. Either one works. And I play Cepheus, a big guy, big dude, big softy. I almost died last week. But if you want to find me, I'm here, and I'm on the Greyhawk channel with Mackenzie on Fridays. I think that's it. I think that's me.
And Scratticus, you've already introduced yourself as you normally do, but why don't you talk a little bit about who you're playing? Who is it?
Hi everyone, I'll be playing Skooka Clanahan. Skooka, he's not made the best decisions recently, really. You know, he's a punk. He likes his music, lives above a bar, living that punk life. KJ, thank you very much for the subscription. You've got an advantage to gift. I also need to slip out of Scottish and more towards Irish.
I was like, yeah, you're teetering towards Blister's voice there.
Yeah, I just need to put my fingernails on the guns now.
Oh
there
my
we
God,
go. Now we're back in
Scratch!
Irish. There it is. I just needed that pitch pipeline there. Yeah.
I hate that one.
I know you do. I think it was more Northern though. It was more fantastic.
No, yeah, your pitch for Skooka was always fantastic.
Yep. Oh, thank you. Anyway, Skooka, yeah. Oh boy. I mean, advantage for that Joshua guy, the one in the bottom right. There you go.
Thank you very much. I will not hoard them. I will use them as quickly as possible.
You might need them tonight. Just saying.
Oh, for sure.
Does a Black asked if we can have a Skooka recap? I could recap the last session as Skooka if we want. That.
Do it.
You know what? It worked really well last night. Let's do it tonight.
All right. Well, we all went down. Fantastic. We all went down to the beach, and we had a fantastic time down the beach. There was a really crappy shopkeep down there, but that was the session before last, so we're not going to concentrate too much on that one. Anyway, this big snake appears, and it's got like the gem thing that we want on its head. And well, also my ex was sort of down there, and I didn't really want to get involved with her, so I didn't so much. I sort of stayed back a bit and fought from a distance. Fortunately, I've got magic that I was helpful. All right, I did things. I helped. They might have not been very successful, but I was trying real hard to be. Anyway, doesn't matter. Didn't matter at all. We went back to a bar. We find out that Jack, who's my ex, is also a god, and now we like need to be friends with her or something. And so I decided that I didn't really like that. And then I realized that maybe perhaps I might have Bubbles. Well, I sort of I decided that it might not be the best idea anymore. I might not have made the best decision, if I'm honest with you. If I ignore like Raven and Mackenzie for just a minute, in fact just everyone, so I can only see myself for just a minute, just covering the screen there, I might have got a little bit too attached, and I panicked, in honesty, and so I kind of dumped her. And I also kind of immediately regretted that. But what I did then was also not a good decision based on my bad decision, because I decided to go and get drunk. But I went and got drunk with Jack, my ex, who it turns out, as it happens, that we might be having a drinking game with tonight that will decide the fate of the crystal things. Now, plus side to justify myself to my party, I have been out drinking with her all day, so hopefully she's at a slight disadvantage. But also, I can see how this looks to my pals. And I'm questioning my own. I'm not questioning things, no. I'm gonna lean deep into toxic masculinity, I think, and just, assume that whatever I do is probably for the best, and worry about it later. Recap complete, right? So Sierra came in the bathroom and told me that I need to go and pretend to go and be on Jack's side for this evening's thing. I hope he's told Raven. I hope he's told Bubbles that, because if he hasn't told Bubbles that could be really awkward. But
he hasn't.
we'll come out. And I'll be on Jack's side for this drinking thing, and who knows what'll happen. It's going to be a real mess, but that's what every night out drinking is, really, right?
Is it? Is it?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm just adding a quote real quick to the quote list. Don't ask which one. And there we go. All right, that was great. Also, you left out the part about Becca at the end.
Oh yeah, she's also a god. Everyone's a
There
freaking
we
god.
Yep.
He's a god.
Apparently,
There we go.
Cecile is a god. Cepheus, you're a god. You're a god. You can be a god.
Wait, does that mean the professor from the first session is also a god?
Probably a god.
What am I god of?
Hangovers.
Cepheus, you're god of being adorable.
God of the oven.
God of the yes.
You
I
put
like
the
it.
fear of God into men's hearts.
And in their bellies.
Wait, is that Cepheus or Zelda?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, that pretty much covers what happened. Excellent. And so we start our session today back in that bar, with Bubbles talking with Becca before being interrupted by Jack, who then invited Becca to join their little game. So,
Thank you very much, Dozer Black, for that donation. Actually gonna say this is for the Skooka or the DM this time.
Skuka, I'm going to give this one to you.
Oh, thank you. Normally that was a free one. I was actually forming the words on my lips. This'll be one for the pot, and then I actually read it. Thank you. Sorry.
No worries. You might need it tonight. Anyways, so Becca just kind of looks in between. Actually, let me switch up the music. Becca kind of looks in between you and Jack, and then just goes, "Give me a moment, would you? I need to talk things over." And Jack just sort of shrugs and goes off, talks a little bit with the goblin bartender, who is currently hopping once again from stool to stool, kind of mixing drinks as they go. And you are left alone with Becca at the bar, with Cepheus kind of right behind you. Becca, you've never seen Becca blush, but if a pale green-skinned half-orc could turn red, she has turned very, very red.
So you're a god?
I mean, define God?
No, I don't think I'm gonna, but I mean, in the sense that like Jax is now a god.
Okay. Did you already get the whole world tree broken thing slipping through spiel? Did someone already do that one to you? 'Cause
Yeah,
God, I don't
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
do it again. Okay,
We're all
cool,
there.
Yeah. So, yeah, then I might have merged a little bit with a god halfway down the line.
Like how long ago was this? Have you always been a god?
Oh gosh, no. That's a lot of responsibility, and honestly, being an RA is enough. Without this going on, it's been a year-ish. I've just gotten used to it. It's
Oh, so as long
a
as I've
lot.
known you. Wow.
Yes. Have I been your RA for that long?
Less. I mean, this
Huh.
second semester?
Yeah. I've been a god the entire time you've known me then, but I don't like saying that because I don't really do anything with it. I don't have any cool
Are you gonna-
powers.
Are you gonna join their team though?
I mean, she kind of leans in close. Do you? That's my voice. Sorry. Do you think it's a good idea? You said you need to win, right? I'm not gonna pry because I don't really care, but you need to win, I'm assuming.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Need to win.
Will it be helpful if I'm on their side and ace in the whole secret double agent thingy?
I mean, that is a really good idea, a really good original idea that nobody else has at all, I don't think. Ah, man. I think.
Wow, Raven, you're so salty. Wow, ouch. Ouch, I felt that.
No, it wasn't to you. Oh, I just like slammed my desk. Okay. I mean, honestly, Skukka he looked trashed when he came in. He looked absolutely trash. So I think we honestly need somebody on our team to make up for him being trash.
Well, if he's not playing, then it's going to be 3-on-3, and honestly, that might be better. If you need me, I'll step in. But yes, I'll just. This is why I don't do the God thing. This is why I don't do the God thing. I was happy being an RA. I was happy just watching all y'all fuck up your relationships. I don't care. Jack does her thing with her friends. I don't do that. Why did you even get involved with them?
Well, first things first, I think you are still technically doing the RA thing because you're just doing a drinking game. I mean, that's not very godly.
Okay, fair.
No offense. You know?
No, I'm entirely ungodly is entirely what I'm going for at this point. I do not want to deal with this.
Well, so let me take you back a couple of days ago. We saw these two giant wolves, and one of our professors was trying to beat them, and yada yada yada. And Bubbles tells the entire story from the beginning.
The entire time you tell this story, Becca's expression kind of just slowly changes into one of just slightly muted horror of what the hell is my not charge, but person I should be chaperoning been doing? And also the slight guilt of being a god and responsibility just creeping up behind her. She just has a very tired sort of, oh god, expression on her face.
Yeah, and now Jax, she has 2 of the shards, but she doesn't want everything to go back to the way it was because she's selfish and maybe
Of course
crazy.
she doesn't. Of course she doesn't. Of course, there's. Okay.
And that's basically what we're playing for.
They are so. All right. Yeah. Okay. You want to know something? Yes.
What does a god's "oh God" expression look like?
Oh, me.
It's existential horror. That's what it is. So she's okay. Yeah. So gonna be honest with you. I didn't know Jack was that. I didn't know that. None of us really. No. Okay. You know, it would be really nice if we did. Honestly, would like that. Don't have that power. Maybe someone else does, but didn't know that. That freaking
Becca.
Yes.
Do you have a power?
I have a bunch of. You have powers.
Like what?
You're a wizard.
No, what are your actual god powers? I mean, my powers are from something, but yours, you're the source.
I'm not the source of yours. I don't think I'm.
No. You're the source of your own power.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. I can.
I know my source.
I can light things up, and she just casts light on a glass. Wow, cool, so exciting.
I feel like you're keeping stuff from me, but that's fine because you
Really,
don't want to do the god thing. But that's fine.
No, really, my powers are super freaking boring. I say as I look at her character sheet. Oh god, I just look at her character sheet. Yeah, no, my powers are super freaking boring.
Okay, well that's a little disappointing, but we'll try to figure it out.
Look, not everyone can throw lightning bolts or cause plants to grow out of the ground or be a god of death or something. I don't freaking know. Nah, I just sort of feel like god of relationships is not correct, but you know what? Close enough. I don't care. I can see what happens. I just don't give a shit. I just let y'all fuck up your relationships and then clean them up after.
Are you actually the god of relationships? I feel like
No.
this is
Yes.
some snarky
No.
thing.
It's complicated. I think around this time, Skuka and Tasira walk out of the bathroom.
Sasira left right before Skuka, a minute or two before Skuka, we recall. But I'm sure Skuka is not far behind. So are we gonna do this thing? He says in a way more serious tone than anyone who's about to engage in a drinking game should ever have.
Who are you talking to?
Let's say I'm talking to Jack's table.
Okay. So you go over to the table. You see, again, the dwarf with the shaved head and the bird tattoo along his skull, and the lanky blue tiefling are sitting there. They actually already have two glasses in front of them, that have already been downed, and they're just sort of pushed off to the side. And they go, well, the tiefling goes, right, mate? Yeah, we're. Honestly, I don't know why Jack drags us to some of these things, but you know what? It's all in good fun, isn't it?
Well, it's a little hard to have fun when lives are on the line over a drinking game.
Well, your lives, we're fine, really.
How callous of you.
I mean, really, if you win, then nothing really happens, and then if we win, nothing really happens. So the point of us winning is nothing happens, actually. So, you know, not really that big of a deal, is it?
I feel like our values on this one are so completely diametrically opposed that I can't explain it to you.
Right, well, maybe the alcohol will help.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Your friends come out of the bathroom, by the way.
Yeah, about that. Him and I kind of had a falling out. I'm not sure we're friends anymore.
Oh, fantastic. Cool.
Yeah. He seems more interested in joining your team, so you can have him.
Roll me a perception check. What was it? 12. Okay, you can see, if you look across the bar, you can see Jack. She's actually ordered a drink at the bar and is kind of downing it. And you can tell when you say that, though, she kind of like stops and like sort of looks over at you. Doesn't do anything yet, but just sort of takes note of that. Inkwell and Feathers, the two sitting at the table, go, oh, really? Well, shit, I guess that, well, doesn't that leave you short of player?
Not really. I mean, me and my brother at least count for a person and a half each, so
All right, I mean, fair enough.
that's a whole other player
fair.
between the two of us.
Honestly, I don't really care about the rules too much, so, you know, whatever floats your boat, mate.
Yeah. Okay then. I'm gonna go join my my compatriots because
They're all standing at the bar.
I couldn't think of a cool comeback.
Skuka, what are you doing?
I'll stagger up to Jack's table and be like, "Hey, so it looks like I'm enjoying you then."
The dwarf kind of leans over. I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, it's okay. We drinking or what?
We were waiting for you because you decided to pre-game. So the one of the Minotaur fellas said you were joining our team, though.
Depends, doesn't it? Don't like your lip, pal. Do you want to take us outside?
Not really. I'm not really a fighter.
Alright, why are you putting it then? Get drinking.
Right, you're not very friendly when you're drunk. Fine. Jack. And Jack will walk over. So, darling, rumor has it you're on our team?
Seems that way for now, yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Normally, I'd have you roll a deception check, but I have a complication banked from last week, and so this is part of the complication. This works. You don't have to roll for it. This just fucking works.
Hey,
That's a complication?
this doesn't seem like a complication yet.
Very uncomfortable.
It's half the complication.
Feel dirty.
Good. So
Look.
Jack will take a seat.
Yes, take a seat. I've been standing at this bar for nearly a whole minute, and I've not had a drink in my hand.
Alright, well, we're waiting for your friends to set the first order since I challenged them. They get to order first if they have the wherewithal to even know what to order. We will pan over to the bar where Becca is standing and watching, and with the three of you. What are the three of you doing?
I guess we're ordering shots.
Yeah. So Scratticus not even going to be on our team?
No, he joined the other team because he's a jerkbag.
Oh,
Why
he
is
joined
he-
the other team.
Yeah. He's not only not helping us, he's actually helping them.
Bubbles, roll me an insight check.
I'm not good at that.
I know.
Can I choose to fail?
You can.
I do.
Okay, yeah, you fail. I'll say you pick like a flash of concern, pass over, or not necessarily concern, confusion, pass over Becca's face, and then it's like another flash of like almost understanding, but you can't figure out why, because honestly, like, what the hell, Skooka? You not only like broke up with me, you now are on that team? What the actual hell, you garbage son of a gun?
Cool.
So,
Let's order some shots.
Yeah, let's.
Okay. So I gave the players lists of shots before the game today. The
Uh-huh.
Bubbles, Seth, and Cicera have a half list based on their collective drinking experience as hapless college students. Skooka, however, who works as a bartender, has the full list. For the people at home, the game is going to work. The teams are going to alternate choosing shots. And we are using the Mage Hand Press Drunkenness rules, 10 levels of drunkenness. When you reach 10, you are out unless other circumstances intervene. There are also magical shots that can be put into the game. These magical shots I wrote myself. Yeah. Becca kind of looks over at you as well. What shot are you ordering? I guess the first question.
Really good question there. Okay.
Can we just?
Oh my God, Siren, stop!
Oh, boy.
No,
It's just like we're at an actual bar.
I
Can
know.
Can we just order like 20 shots, like one of every type of shot that you have? Bring that whole tray to the table, and then we just pick the shots instead of ordering a new one each time.
Becca will lean over. That's not how these kind of games work. It's team based, yeah. So you alternate ordering, because
Got it.
Just their
fairness.
menu.
No, you just sort of order what you know. Do you want help? I can get. Look, if Skooka's on their team, I can be on your team. It'll even it out 4-on-4. Your choice.
Do we trust her?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
I can
Why are we
hear
whispering?
you.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Wow.
Okay. I guess. Yeah. I guess it'll help even it out if.
I
Just
mean,
if we
you
have a god on our
don't want
team.
me, you can totally say no. That's
Becca,
fine
we want
too.
you.
Okay, cool. Do you want me to order your first shot or no?
Yeah. Order the first
All
shot.
right, cool. Let's just do Okay, let's do whiskey. Can we get 8 shots of whiskey? And then the goblin bartender goes, yeah! And goes off and gets 4 shots of whiskey. And you are welcome to join the Dread Mischief Gang and Skooka at the table.
That is one talented bartender.
Yep, and she's able to, she actually like kind of leaps over the counter and then just sort of drops his trays off, the shots off at your table, and just sort of waves, let me know if you need any more. I'm just gonna be here. Seems like a slow night, so whatever. And
Not gonna be slow for much longer with our table.
oh, cool, great. I'm looking forward to it. Does anyone want to do anything before the game begins?
What's
Are
the
the drinks all in
name?
front of us? Sorry.
The bartender did not give you her name.
Fair
And
enough.
are all the shots out in front of everybody?
The first round of shots, straight up whiskey, are on the table.
I'm going to go to the one that's closest to Skooka, and I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes and not say anything, and take the ring off of my finger, which is still there, and plop it into the shot glass. And then she walks back over to the other side of the table.
And you can.
And I do.
Yuka, this happens. How do you feel?
I take the shot.
All right. Let's drink.
We have to roll dice.
All right. First round of shots, DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I have to roll for all these suckers too. Hold on. Let me get all my gosh darn NPC sheets out. Where's Becca's? Becca.
I failed.
Steph drinks it and makes
I
the
also
face
failed.
that a child would make.
I will also remind you all, you have advantages and auto successes gifted by the wonderful player, people watching. So you are free to use those at any time,
Except after I've rolled.
After
Right?
except after this first roll, because
Yeah.
y'all
'Cause I've
didn't
already-
call it. All right,
Mackenzie,
hold on.
does alcohol proc my danger sense? Do I get advantage?
and a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
No. Oh
Also
God. Sorry, I forgot. I haven't looked at these NPC sheets in the longest time, so I forgot what some of these modifiers were. Ooh. No one's rolling well. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna need y'all to sound off what you rolled.
A
Because-
15, and
I gotta fail.
I
let me
fished
just-
the ring out and put it in my pocket.
Okay. So Jack takes 2. Feathers takes 2. Inkwell takes 1. Skooka, you got a 15, so you take 1.
I started at 2, right?
No, oh yeah, you started at 2, so you are at 3. And then
I passed.
Cicera. Cicera
I
failed.
failed.
I saw
I
it.
got a 5. I failed.
Becca passed with
Failed.
blind colors. Bubbles, what did you get?
I got a 14.
Oh,
So I failed.
That's so close.
So close.
All right.
That's probably as close as she's gonna get to being able to take any of these shots. It's very on character for her, where she like kind of keeps it in her
Okay.
mouth for like a second.
All right. So for everyone listening, I'm just gonna say, level 1 drunkenness, a pleasant buzz fills your head, nothing happens. On level 2, your passive perception drops by 5. So Cicera and Bubbles, your passive perception is dropped by 5. Skooka, your passive perception is dropped by 5, and your coordination wanes. You have disadvantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution checks, not saving throws, just checks. Jack takes a shot, and she surprisingly she tries to hide her wince, but she does wince a little.
Did she
Take a big
start
sniff.
not on one as well? I took her out drinking all day.
Yes, she did. Yes, you
Yeah.
did. You did take her out all drinking. She did start at 0, though. There might have been something that... actually, you're interested, roll me a perception check.
I'm at level 3. That's not wisdom yet.
Lucira, you're on level 2, not 3. Perception, you can see on the bar, where after the bartender dropped off the shots at your table, she took 2 glasses from that had already been there, and there's a third identical glass on the table, a short, like a taller shot glass. You can see the remnants of a red liquid in there. You know this cocktail very well. It's not a cocktail at all. It's hair of the dog.
Damn it. And thank you very much, Pumpkin, who gifts Raven another auto success.
I'll use it this time.
This is modified hair of the dog, by the way. It's not hair of the dog in the taverns and banquets. It's different.
I've seen it.
I've
seen
have it.
I've seen it.
So,
I just wince and keep this information to myself.
Okay.
Wait, what are the rules to this game? Is it just like last person standing?
Pretty much, darling. We drink until we drop.
Okay.
All right, next round of shots are on us. Scooter, do you have a preference? Since you are the guest.
Yeah, painkillers.
Painkillers, all right. That is not her accent. All right, there we go. She calls over the bartender, and within a few minutes, the next tray of shots are laid out. These are a pale pinkish red in color with a little bit of... They're layered, so they go from like a palish white to a red at the bottom. They smell vaguely fruity. So this is another DC 15 Constitution saving throw. You do have your advantages and your auto successes.
I use an auto success, please.
You use an auto success. You only take 1 level of drunkenness.
It's
I'm going to
fruity,
use my
so she'd
advantage
like
on
it.
this.
I
I
will
rolled
also
well last time, so I don't trust
an
it.
advantage.
Still.
Oh, I rolled Dex. Sorry. Oops. Just ignore that. Okay.
We regain hit points if we lose to this one, right?
Yes. Why did I roll initiative for Becca? Yes. Yes, you do. You do regain hit points if you fail.
All right, I'm not going to use my advantage then.
Why
I'm
are
just going to roll this
somebody
one,
rolling
and I succeed, so it doesn't matter.
heck. Which ones did I screw up on? Feathers, Jack. Where's Inkwell? It's up there. Okay. God, my team's rolling terribly today. Anyways, so I know Bubble succeeded. Skooka.
Right. I don't want to opt to fail, because, you know, I know you can just choose to fail, but what I'm thinking is, I'd like to give myself a disadvantage, and the way that I'll do that is I'm going to use the Tides of Chaos in exactly the way it shouldn't be used, because you should use it to give yourself an advantage. I'd like to use the Tides of Chaos to give myself a disadvantage, if that's okay with you, Dungeon Master.
Okay, how do we want to handle the wild magic surge that accompanies this, though?
I believe you should get it in exactly the same way as you normally would.
All right. Then that happens. I will bank that wild magic surge. What did you get?
24 and an 18.
Oof. All right. Both still pass. But, this is part 2 of the complication. Roll me a D100, not related to your wild magic surge.
Oh boy.
With feathers.
A 32.
Alright. Got a 32. Okay. I'll get to what you feel in a little bit. Bubble succeeded. Suthira, you
I succeeded. Yeah.
Okay. Cepheus, I missed yours in the absolute mess that just happened here.
I failed.
Oh my god, Cepheus. Okay.
With
Three,
with
three,
the advantage. Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Becca got
13
one.
and a nat 1.
At least you didn't take the nat 1.
What is
I'll get to the previous ones.
what is everyone in our party's drunk level?
Hold on.
I'm gonna keep track of it.
I regret doing 4 on 4 right now. Oh boy.
I'm gonna keep track of our party for you, Mac.
Oh, thank
Everyone
you.
tells me their level right now.
Everyone is on 3 right now.
Everyone.
Sephius, Asira, Bubbles, and Becca are all on 3. Thank you.
I will keep track.
Skooka's on
Alright.
4, I believe.
Skooka
Skooka's
would
on
be
4?
on 4. I'll keep track of Skooka because he's on my team.
Okay.
Right.
We're 3,
all right.
2. Okay. Awesome.
Bubbles is on 3, or not Bubbles?
Your entire team is on 3. Becca, Bubbles, Saphira, and Sephius are all on 3 levels of drunkenness. So that means all your coordination wanes. You have disadvantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution checks. Skooka, your words slur. You have disadvantage. Actually, no. Never mind. You only have 3, Skooka, because what happens when you drink this shot? There is a weird rumbling in your guts and an itch in the back of your head. Roll me a perception check. All right. There is a voice that itches in the back of your head. Well, it's about time we talked. And the drink turns to sand in your mouth. Nothing happens. You are not affected by it. It's like dust. You all right there, darling? Oh, don't tell me you're tapping out now. I had higher hopes for you. Thank you.
Just working some moisture back into my mouth there. That last one left me a little dry. Right, yes. We're good. I'm good. Carry on.
We're good. All right.
Internally, who the fuck are you? Who there? Who there?
Roll me an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Is Skooka saying this out loud?
No, it's in his head.
Intelligence at disadvantage. Okay.
All you hear is a dry. Wait. That's it.
Like creepy ring person, whoever that is.
Yeah, look, I love this voice so much, okay? I've been waiting for this for ages.
Thanks.
Anyways, next round of shots is on you. What do you want to do?
I'll pick the next shot. If this is jumping at the bit to do so.
Oh yeah, I have an idea, but whatever.
I was going to say let's have some T-52s all around.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, we're on the same wavelength.
Diabolical.
All right.
Steph literally knows no drinks.
These shots are poured out. They are gold in color. They smell floral and citrusy. This is what is this one? DC 16.
I again will not use, contrary to my usual playstyle, I will not use my gifted advantages. I kind of want to fail this roll.
You can always choose to fail if you think it would be more narratively fun.
I'll leave it up to the dice. I'll leave it up to them. But I'm not going to use advantage.
Okay. So.
Oh, well.
Zelda, did you want to use an advantage?
Apparently today's a good day for drinking.
I know.
Sure, I can use an advantage. I mean, if you're gonna let me use it after the.
I will. This once, if you would like to.
Okay.
All right, let's roll for these
Does Seth have secrets though?
I don't know, does he? That's up to you. I don't know these things. Good God, Jack can't roll for garbage!
That's exactly what I wanted.
Alright, Inkwell passes. Becca passes. Feathers passes. And then, like, everyone on that team passes. Scoopa passed. Jack didn't. Jack's the only one who failed on this one, so guess who gets to roll a D frickin' 4.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna take the full list if you don't mind, Mackenzie. I'm gonna put it in the Twitch chat so people can use it to have a look.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. Put the link.
We'll just trust the players not to look. We trust you, players.
Did Becca succeed or fail here?
Becca succeeded.
Yeah.
I got a
Okay.
5.
Oh, you got a 5?
Yeah.
You didn't use an advantage?
I believe Pumpkin's just come soaring into your aid, Cepheus. Noticing that you're out of advantages, they've gifted you 4 of them.
Wow.
Oh!
Thank you.
So Bubbles,
You know,
you're...
Cepheus
ahead.
shouldn't have all the advantage on this.
Bubbles, you have 5 levels of drunkenness. So
Yes.
yeah, 5. So 4 balance. So your word slur, disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks, not saving throws. 4 balance, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. You can cancel these out with gifted advantages, but you will now have disadvantage on all your saving throws. For the rest of you, you are only on level 4, so your word slur, disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks. And Bubbles, roll me a d4.
Okay.
Jack
Oh,
gets
it's a
to
1.
In the next few minutes, you have to release 1 secret about yourself. Whenever you please.
Okay.
Jack throws back the shot and then just sort of, I never really liked that one. And then sort of looks over at Tsuka and goes, you know, for as much shit I give you, I don't actually hate your company that much.
Oh, just stop, would you?
Was that a secret or was that me just trying to get under your skin, darling? You'll never know.
Bubbles, she's probably standing next to Cepheus, right? She like puts her hand on Cepheus and she's like, buddy, you're my best friend. You're like really nice. And I like you a lot. So I thought I should probably tell you my name's actually Eunice. It's such a stupid name. I hate it so much. Becca knew.
Yeah, I knew. I thought you said you didn't want anyone to. Oh, right.
I hate it.
Right.
I hate it so much.
Josh putting in the name.
That's so cruel.
Oh, sorry, I got the numbers wrong. I need to redo that.
That's not even how you spell it. But close enough.
And actually, Jack looks over at you and goes, you know, Bubbles, or Eunice, or whatever you want to be called.
It's Bubbles to you.
All right, it's Bubbles, fine. I admire you. To be honest, I admire this, and I admire the fact you agreed. That doesn't mean I'm going to go easy on you, but I respect you. And I suppose having the respect of a god isn't that bad.
You're really nice. Shut up.
I
Oh, my
try,
head
darling.
hurts.
I'm not always a stick in the mud. And
God.
Wait, you can transform into a speck in the mud?
oh
Can't you?
boy. You know, we'll never know unless we try. Next shot, let's go. We'll do a hot shot. So the next shot comes out, it is flaming orange. You could actually see the bartender do like a little bit of a flambe when she makes these ones. They smell smoky, and they burn like hell on the way down. This is a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Matt, Can we
Yes.
can we order the same shots more than once when it comes
Yes,
our
you
turn?
can. You totally can.
I'm gonna use
Listen.
an advantage.
My modifier is good.
I
Just
am
roll
gonna use
terrible.
I am gonna use one of my advantages here.
Okay.
Oh my god. Got an
All right.
eight.
So, Scrat, did you roll with advantage or not?
No, I did not roll with advantage.
All right. So, Cepheus, you failed. You take 2 levels. Scrat,
Yep.
you fail. You take 2 levels. Cicera succeeded. Bubbles, what did you roll?
An 8. I failed.
8? Was that was straight flat, right? You use an advantage.
I used an advantage.
Okay. Then yeah, you failed. Oh
Yep.
boy. 1, 2,
This-
3, 4, 5.
Woo!
This alcohol
Okay.
thing is
Oh,
weird.
Okay, and then
Like,
let's roll for
strange.
every single and
Mackenzie, can I do something sneaky?
yeah, you certainly can.
Just before Feathers takes their shot,
Uh-huh.
I want to prestidigitate the rim of the glass so it tastes like vomit.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check to see. Wait, prestidigitation has somatic components, yeah?
Verbal and somatics, yeah.
All right, you will need to roll me either a stealth or a sleight of hand at disadvantage because you are drunk to see if you can hide this.
Hot
They are-
like a comet, your glass tastes like vomit.
They're both
your
the
somatic
same. Fuck.
Woo, boy!
oh my gosh.
Well,
Okay.
the good news is, what is his passive perception is still higher than that, even with the drunkenness. Jack is rolling like absolute garbage. Jack is getting freaking hammered, and I guess it's what I deserve. You try to do that, and this tiefling reaches over and just midway through casting, so it just grabs your hand. Really, mate? Really?
What?
In your drunken haze, you recognize this tiefling. It's the same one from the gas station. He just sort of wipes it from his glass and downs it anyways, with surprising ease. Becca's casting like nobody's business.
Damn it.
And well, also passes. So, all right. So everyone, oh boy,
Raid? You got a raid?
Raiders,
Oh,
welcome
hi.
in, Raiders. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
We're playing a drinking game. I'm
Yeah.
failing at losing.
Yeah, y'all.
Wasted.
1, 2.
Praxagora Phesmophoria, thank you so much for that subscription. You have an advantage to gift to a player of your
Alright.
choice. Also, Tweeter of Vecna coming in with the Twitch Prime sub. Both of you being subscribed for a whole year, you have advantage to gift as well. And you'll be pleased to know, Justin, we're using some Mage Hand Press drinking rules in this game.
I had to, Justin. I had to. Yeah. Anyways, so let's see. Bubbles, you are at level 7 now.
Yup.
Ooh, boy. So, level 6, your speed is halved, and level 7, attacks against you have advantage.
I welcome them.
Mood.
Oh, boy.
Raven, you can't just do that to me! You can't just say that! Okay.
All right.
If you failed, though, on a failure, you gain access to the Firebolt cantrip for 1 hour if you do not already have it. Regardless, if you already had it or not, you get to add your spellcasting modifier to the damage dealt by the cantrip for the next hour.
Cool.
I'm not keeping track of the ones they failed. Good God. It's your turn to order a shot. Your team.
Not it.
Sarah. Oh, okay.
I ordered the last one.
Well, we
Any of these
agreed
taste
on the
good?
last one.
Am I ordering all of them? Am I nominated as the drink orderer?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Then let's go big or go home. Let's try to knock him out with one big one. Kamikazes all around. No,
Those-
I changed my
Do those
changed
taste
my
good?
order. I changed my order. Rogue's Shadow all around.
Oh,
those
yeah,
taste
that's
good?
my favorite. All right.
They don't taste good, Seth, but I'm trying to knock our opponents out with one really hard to stomach drink.
All right.
I'd
And
like to
any
use
shot
my.
comes
One
out-
of these tasted good.
Hey, if you fail the roll, do you still get the magic effects?
For this one, you
Yeah.
have for this game specifically, you have to fail to get the magical effect.
Shit.
You can choose to fail if you would like.
That is an awesome effect.
I actually can't afford to fail, otherwise I'll be vomiting everywhere.
I really want that effect, but I also am not gonna fail.
It's a gamble. I altered the Mage Hand Press rules a little to make it a little more exciting. So the next shot that comes out, it is pitch black in color and slightly smoking. Smells like licorice.
This was a tactical choice. I regret nothing.
This is a DC 18 Constitution saving throw, everyone.
And I'm using my auto success and reminding my teammates that they have auto successes as well.
I
You
ain't
do
gonna
have
use
auto
an
successes.
auto success as well.
Steph looks you dead in the eyes, Cicera, and says, "What's an auto success?" And I'm gonna
It's
roll without.
Draconic for close your eyes and drink.
If you are at a level 5 or higher, you are already at disadvantage.
For saves?
So for saving throws, yes, level 5 is poor balance with disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
I'm gonna use an advantage to cancel it just for a straight
Yes, you
roll.
can. You can. You also have auto successes, Zelda.
I failed.
You failed.
That's not
You
bad.
failed. So everyone who failed takes 3 levels. You also, Cepheus, for the next 10 minutes, your dexterity score increases by an amount equal to your current level of drunkenness to a maximum of 22. 1, 2, 3,
What's my
so you-
current
1,
amount
2,
of
3,
drunkenness?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're at
Oh.
8, Steph.
I have a max of 22 dexterity.
Awesome.
Perfect. It's a pretty bomb bonus.
If a fight breaks out, you'll be good to go.
All right, we're doing straight rolls for these suckers now. Well, at some point, Jack fails. Of course she does.
Twice.
That's just,
Becca
well,
succeeded.
Everyone.
Awesome.
Becca's gonna carry my ass out of here for sure.
Becca's gonna carry everyone's out of here, okay? I believe Jack is out.
Becca and I are actually both on point as being at the same level.
Becca gets 0 took 1, and everyone else took 3. Oh goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Jack is at 10. Jack's out.
So like, is she like passed out?
I'll get back to you on that as I count everyone else's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Or
6,
Steph
7.
is really drunk.
So, yeah, Jack is out. Jack tries to swallow this one and just can't. And so she just goes, "Sorry, darling, I think I am out. I might have drunken a little too much beforehand." She doesn't pass out, but she just sort of slump. Just push the shot away. Oh, I punched my mic. Push the shot away and just sit back. The others aren't looking too hot. If you are on a level 7, attacks against you have advantage. A level 8, you are falling over unless leaning against something. You fall prone at the end of your turn. You're all sitting though, so that doesn't matter. If you are on a level 9, you are vomiting.
By my
So-
count, if I've been keeping the correct count, Steph is level 9.
Seth, you feel the urge to vom.
I'm going to cordially stand up, sway, walk very well, because apparently I have a 22 dexterity.
Yes, you do.
And
Very well, but quickly.
before I leave, can I take 2 shots by using my action surge and then run to the washroom? I'm standing up.
Do you want to take the shot that Jack decided not to take?
Sure.
All right.
And then I'm leaving right away.
Do you want to use your auto success, or do you just want to?
I will auto succeed.
Okay, that
I will
still puts
auto
you at
succeed on this
10.
one.
You passed. You are out. You don't have to pass out. I know at level 10 it's supposed to say you're unconscious the following morning. I will just say you are out of the game, which works well as you run to the bathroom.
I'm running to the washroom.
Cool.
I'm pulling a skooka.
You're pulling it. All right. It's 3-on-3 now. And all of y'all are very, very, very drunk. Except for Becca. Becca's doing okay.
I'm sort of okay. I'm on par with Becca. We're both level 6.
You know what? I'm fine. I'm like really fine.
Yeah, Bubbles, you look like you're handling your drinks well. I'm honestly shocked that someone with a name like Eunice could outdrink my brother. But here it is.
know. I mean, you know what? Fair. Yeah.
Again, I thought you said
Jax went out. He broke up with me because of that. Next shot.
It is, I believe, Skuka, it's on your team. Skuka, do you have a shot you wanted to order?
Yes, Skooka just like recedes into their like jacket and pulls some shades. The ones that Cicera like hiding after Bubbles' comment.
Skuka, did you have a drink you wanted to order, or do you not care?
I do care, in fact. You know what? There's a lot of fancy drinks on this goddamn menu, but everyone knows real drinkers just drink tequila.
All right, one shot of tequila. This shot, it's clear. It's tequila. Nothing special about it. DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
And this time I'm gonna try and give again. I'm gonna try and give Inkwell this time a disadvantage by just prestidigitating a bad taste.
Again, roll me that stealth or sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
I'm gonna use an advantage to make it a straight roll.
You can also do an auto success, I believe.
No, I've used that.
Oh, okay.
Come on, straight roll.
Come on, straight roll. This one works. Inkwell tries to break this down, and he is unable to. And what do you make it taste like?
I'm trying to make him vom, so I guess I'll make it, I don't know, taste like something terrible.
Which Bean Boozled does this taste like? It's probably more accurate.
3-day-old pickled eggs, maybe?
That's a great idea.
He has them right there.
I do. I'm gonna make it taste like dead fish.
Okay, it does. Inkwell tries to take this down, and you see this dwarf like bring this up to his nose, and then just like slam the shot down and slide it like almost to the point where it like knocks off the table and goes, nope, no, I'm done, I'm not doing that, and he runs off to the bathroom. So Inkwell is out. You are 2 down. So let's just do.
I mean, technically they're 3 down. Skuka could just quit at any point.
Yeah, Skuka could quit at any point, but you know.
Do I still have an auto success?
You do.
I don't know.
It looks like you do.
Like, Cepheus had the most advantages and auto successes, and he's the first out.
Hardly any of them.
You do still have an auto success, Raven.
I also have a +7 to my Constitution saves, but that didn't come in handy either.
Yeah. So Raven's auto succeeding. I'm going to use an advantage, which
Yes,
Nice.
that passes. Yeah.
that passes.
I'm gonna use an advantage as well.
Becca passed.
Becca passed.
Becca, man, a strong woman.
And then
Or
ooh,
I do not pass.
you do not pass.
That's 3 levels of drunkenness, which would put me at 10.
All right. You don't have to pass out, but you can just be out of the game.
I just rest my head down on the table into a glass because there's no classier way to put your head down than knocking a glass over as you go.
Okay, you do that. Bubbles, what are you said on success, so you are at 9. You would feel the urge to vomit. And so Becca just sort of taps you as Becca sees you almost upchuck, she just kind of pats you on the back and let me try. Okay, we're not doing the hit points. But
Okay. I'm just not poisoned.
you lose 5 levels of drunkenness.
Woo! I'm back in it, baby.
Nice.
I have no idea what you're at. You're at 4 now.
Yes, she's the best of the bunch of us.
So Scoot goes down. All we have is Feathers is the only one left. This poor lanky tiefling boy who probably shouldn't have left.
Oh, jackpot! The fact that of all the people on their team that we coaxed over to ours, we took the one that had the heal, the undrunk heal.
Yeah, I stand up, Becca.
Becca just sort of pats you on the back and then just gives you a little wink. Next shot is on us. What do you want?
I mean,
I think we should have the. And he says something, but he slurs too much for you to understand.
well, what do you like to shoot, Becca? Since I think it's just gonna be us after this.
All right. Guilty pleasure, but I quite like the pixie punch. Kind of boring, but let's do it.
Let's
The next
do
shot
it.
that comes out is opaque and sparkly, a nebulous swirl of pink, purple, and silver. Smells like it's fruity, but it's like candy fruity, where it's like that's not real fruit. I believe Feathers is the only one up. And I think no matter what happens on this one, he is outie. So
If I have any left, I'm going to use an advantage. Obviously, it doesn't actually give me advantage; it just cancels out the disadvantage.
Scrat, I have not been keeping track of everyone's advantages. Does Cicera have one?
Yes, Sarah still has one.
All right.
I don't have disadvantage anymore, right? Because I'm at level 4 drunk.
Level 5?
She's
oh,
at
you're
4,
level 4, yeah. You no longer have disadvantage.
Dope.
and I succeed.
14.
14. That passes. You succeed. Oh, I closed down the wrong one. Becca, get back here. Becca succeeds. So Saphira, Bubbles, and Becca all take 1 level of drunkenness, as does Feathers. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Feathers is looking like he's about to vomit, and at that point, Jack just sort of taps him on the shoulder and be like, "Darling, if you want, I think we're quite outmatched here. You are welcome to go if you want. I think they won fair and square." And she sort of takes the shards out of her pocket and puts them on the table. All
Cicera
right.
reaches out and grabs both shards and says, "Yeah, damn right we did." And
They look
takes
like real ones.
You can inspect them if you want.
Cicera's not
you're at-
really cognizant enough to inspect them, but if Bubbles stops him from pocketing them, she can
She'll
inspect.
take them. She's like, let me see those real quick.
He says, "Here," and he just gives them both to her, stands up, and wobbles over to find his brother to make sure his brother's okay.
Oh, goodness, my juke. Oh, I can do this? Oh, heck, I can make the jukebox another tab? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
just
pretty
learned today I can make the
fantastic.
character sheet in a different tab.
Yep.
And the game is over, and you won.
Yay!
Really real.
And did you roll a check, or what are you using?
No, I was wondering what check it would be. Inspection?
It'd be Arcana. It'd be at
Arcana?
disadvantage. Yeah. Because you were at
Okay.
level 5, you would have disadvantage.
Oh, but. Was a 4 or 3, so that is a 10.
They look real. They seem real. They feel kind of warm, which, you know, the one that you have feels warm most of the time. So, you know, they're probably real.
So that her butt is hot. God, that sounded wrong. Because her butt is kind of hot. Damn it.
Becca just
Damn
sort
it.
of like taps herself. She does the thing that you've watched Good Omens where the alcohol like literally drains from them. Basically, that's what Becca does for herself. She gets down to a manageable drunkenness level and then looks over. Should I do that for them? Or I can only do that so much, but you know.
If you want to. Don't hurt yourself.
How about that one? She points over at Skuka.
Yeah,
Okay.
look him up.
Well, you want me to wake that one up? You sure?
Sure.
Okay.
And she's gonna go over to like the bathroom door where she's guessing like Cepheus is, and she's gonna like be outside of it, kind of like waiting.
Skuka, you lose 6 levels of drunkenness. So you're back up to 4.
Yeah, Hair of the dog.
You want one? I'm assuming that was an order.
How long have I been coming to this bar?
I don't know. I don't. Forever. You live up there. How long do you, I'm assuming you come like every day.
Hair of the dog.
Fine. Hair of the dog. And the goblin bartender who's been watching this with such interest shuffles over and pops out 4 spicy red cocktails. They're slightly bigger than the shots you've been taking. Just sitting there waiting for you whenever you're back. Skuka, you can take yours.
Yeah, I slam it.
All right, you are down to 1 level of drunkenness.
That's gonna come back to haunt me.
I can think a lot of things that you did tonight are probably gonna come back and haunt you. I don't think the drinking is going to be one of them.
Who is speaking to me? Is that the bartender?
It's Becca.
Oh, right, okay. Look. Beckett. And, Skuka's just gonna, like, slump off the chair and, probably go and head towards their apartment.
Becca will catch your arm before you leave. And I need you to answer this question honestly, Scrat. How is Skuka feeling about the breakup?
Oof. Does Skuka have to answer that question in a room full of people?
He doesn't have to answer it out loud. I just need to know, honestly, what he feels.
Regret? In broad strokes?
In narrower strokes?
Combinations of panic, disappointment, regret, and obsession?
One more question, and again, I need you, Scrat, not a Skuka. Skuka does not have to answer this out loud, but I want you, as Scrat, to answer this question honestly. Does Skuka still love Bubbles?
I think Skuka might.
Becca looks you dead in the eye. I hope you regret what you did.
Get off me.
She lets you go. Bubbles, let's go over to the bathroom, I guess. Bubbles, you're waiting outside. You feel moderately okay? Surprisingly, Becca kind of goes over and waits for you outside. And I'm going to ask you some again, questions. Bubbles does not have to answer these out loud, but I do need to know the honest answers. How is Bubbles feeling right now about the breakup?
Devastated, but putting on a strong front because the world is ending.
And like I asked, did Bubbles ever love Skuka?
She thinks she did.
But did she really? Or does she not know?
She does not know.
Okay. Becca just kind of pats you on the shoulder. Hey, you holding up all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, Raven. Raven, I'm copying something in the chat. I want you to look at it.
Okay. Looking at it.
Thanks, Michaela Wayne.
Thank you, Michael Wayne, as they
It's
gift
not
an
letting me.
advantage to me.
Why is it not letting me click yet? Hold on. Okay. I'm just copy pasting this in the chat because it's not letting me click the thing for some reason.
Welcome, Raiders, as Laugh Love Lindy comes in with that raid. Welcome in.
Oh my god,
Oh,
18!
hi!
Party of
Hello,
18!
everybody.
Also, on Becca's character sheet, it does say Divine Awareness. Becca knows if she hears a lie. So
Oh.
are you actually okay?
Well, no, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And I don't want to think about it.
All right. Do you need me to drive you back or?
I want to make sure Cepheus is okay. And if he needs to get home, I want to make sure that he gets home because he's way drunker than I am.
Cepheus, buddy, how you feeling in the bathroom?
Actually, at this point, Cepheus is like, he's gonna walk out the door and he's gonna do the thing where you think you're going somewhere and you're not really paying attention. You almost like walk into someone and you like lurch back. And you can see that he's like splashed cold water on his face. And he's like sitting there a little disheveled. Or just standing there. I'm okay. I really don't like alcohol.
Okay, look, I
That
really
is bad.
Okay, hold on. Just Bubbles, keep him upright, and Becca will snag one of the hairs of the dog that Skuka ordered and just shove it into your hands. Just drink this. Just trust me. Just trust me.
Thank you very much to Michael Wayne, who gifts a gift sub to Laugh Love Lindy. Lindy, you have an advantage to gift to a player of your choice.
This isn't more alcohol, is it?
No, trust me. Just drink it. Okay, just promise.
He's gonna pull a cookie out of his bag and drink
no,
it, and then
Okay, there
start
you go.
eating the cookie.
Okay,
It's a chaser cookie.
chaser cookie. Heck yeah.
True college student.
All right, you lose 4 levels of drunkenness, so that puts you up at. That still puts you at 6, but that's not that bad. Saphira, you were with Cepheus in the bathroom.
I did say I was going to find my brother. However, and not because he doesn't care about his brother, he certainly does, but Sasira never made it to the bathroom. I'm assuming this bar has a dance floor.
Yeah, it does.
And because you told me earlier that other than our party of rowdy individuals, that the bar was relatively empty. So Sasira has found himself on the dance floor. I assume there's a very cheap like disco ball lighting up.
No, it's not a cheap disco ball because we have dancing lights in this world, so it's a cheap dancing lights effect. There's
Cheap
like
dancing
the
lights
DJ
effect.
is just like recasting dancing lights, and it's just like this very lazy swirl of like purple, green, and pink kind of just going in the middle of the room.
So Sasira's standing in the middle of the dance floor by himself. No one else is on the dance floor. And he's just staring up at the dancing lights. And he has a strange look on his face. Not that anyone really can see it because no one's nearby. But he has he just is kind of, he's checked out. He's somewhere else in his head.
So, I guess our party is split off. Is there anything else anyone would like to do at the end of this really hazy drunken night, or shall we montage it off?
How am
I'm
I
fine with
getting
the
home?
montage.
I mean, I can walk home.
I can drive both of you if you're going back to the dorms.
I'm going back
Okay.
to the dorm. Are you going back to the dorm, Cepheus?
Yeah, I should probably go back to my room.
Yeah. Now, the cool god thing that I can do is get my drunkenness down. Woohoo! Yay, gods. Okay. You did it, though. You did the thing you needed. Congrats. Wow. Good on you.
You did the thing.
Wait,
Yep.
did we win?
We won, buddy. Sorry. We won.
So we have all the things.
I pull all 3 out of my pocket. I look. We did it.
Should we go put those back now?
I
I mean,
mean, that's a good idea.
world-ending scenario.
Hey, the
Wow.
Greyhawk channel coming in as well with a raid. Thank you so
Hey!
much. Welcome in.
Thanks for the raid.
You know what? That's actually not a terrible idea. Let's go ask your brother. Where is your brother? I thought he came in here with you.
I haven't seen him.
Let's go look. Come on.
It's really easy to spot the tall Minotaur standing in the center of the room, staring up at the disco ball.
I'm pulling out a handful of cookies. Do you
You were able
want
to find your
one?
brother.
Becca, can we make him okay? Do we have another one of those hair of the dogs?
Yeah, I can. He looks fine, though. He's just...
So Sarah, he likes dancing.
But he's not dancing.
He's just standing there.
Looking at the light. Like a moth.
So Sarah like
Yeah.
lamp.
I can give him one if he wants one. I'm not gonna shove it in his hand, though. He seems fine.
Hey, so Sarah,
Huh? Hang on. Sincere turns around, wipes his eyes, and says, "Hey, what?
you all good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you good? You didn't look okay. I was gonna look for you. I was looking for you. I was just looking for you.
Look, dude,
Yeah.
do you want like a thing that'll make you less drunk, or are you like happy where you are? 'Cause
Yeah. I mean, what are we doing? We got the things, right? We got the things.
We
Are we
got
gonna
the
go
things.
put them where they belong? If we're gonna go now, I would like to be less drunk. Yeah, that's it. I wasn't crying. I was just too drunk. That happens when you're drunk, right? Yeah.
hey, Cecilia, are you lying?
He's pretending that the reason he was spaced was because he was drunk, even though his drunkenness level is not actually maxed out. He's pretending like that's the reason he was not okay. So that's a deception check.
Becca knows when you hear a lie, so it doesn't really matter.
It
You
doesn't
can pull
really
the rest
matter.
of your pattern.
Yeah.
You can pull the rest of your party.
Um,
12.
so yeah, if you have a thing to make me not drunk, yeah.
Becca just wordlessly hands the glass of hair of the dog to you.
He takes it. He
It's
says,
like a Bloody
"Thanks."
Mary.
Thanks. I guess I gotta. He's gonna also lean into toxic masculinity and repeat a line his dad has said many times and say, "Gotta man up." Shit.
Seth winces.
You can tell he doesn't believe those words, but he just repeats them because they've been indoctrinated.
Becca looks mildly queasy for a hot second and then just goes, okay. Yeah. Anyways, Sierra, your drunkenness is reduced by 3 levels.
Awesome. Down to 5, which still means he has disadvantage, right?
He's down to 5, so yeah, he still has disadvantage.
But he's not like slurring and
Yeah.
falling all over
Cepheus,
himself.
I messed up. You not only lose the 4, you also lose another 3 because hair of the dog. The 4 was the losing 4 was from Becca doing her, slap the drunkenness out of you god thing.
Okay. So I'm at a 3 now.
You're pretty sober.
That's 7.
Yep.
Okay.
So look, do I need to take y'all somewhere?
Yeah.
Are we going back?
Well, I just had a thought, and I'm not going to be the one to go get him, but I do believe that M told us that we have to stay
All 4
together.
of us needed to be together.
Oh,
Do you want me to go pick him up?
I'll go get him.
He's drunk or something.
I
I
mean-
don't know.
I can actually just pick him up.
Yeah. That seems fine.
Seth is
Yeah.
gonna go
Liked it
walk over to
before.
Skuka.
all right.
Yeah,
But
we don't
who's
need to wake
staying-
him. We just need to bring him.
Who's staying downstairs with Becca? Okay. Becca will just tell everyone to meet her at the red pickup, and we'll go take you outside to the red pickup truck. Let's go upstairs. Skuka, how are you?
Skuka has made his way to his room. The boombox is blaring. It's on a playlist that definitely includes The Cure, Boys Don't Cry, Wedding Present, Brass Neck, In Spiral Carpet, This Is How It Feels. There's going to be some other stuff in there as well, possibly some Death Cab for Cutie, and just a real sad playlist playing loud.
So, Cepheus and Cicera, you walk in and you can hear the muffled sounds of sad music coming from Skuka's room.
High
This
energy
is-
sad music,
High energy, depressing music.
This is not gonna be fun.
Nope.
I'm gonna make it easy. And Seth's gonna walk in. Just gonna open the door.
What does Skuka look like right now?
He's crying. Makeup running.
As soon as you come in, he just turns his head away, sort of thing, and you see the All right, Cepheus, right?
We're leaving. We're putting the things back. You're coming with us. If you say no, I'm throwing you over my shoulder. Unless you like that, then just say no.
I'd rather you not touch me. I'll come along.
Fair enough. You ready? Got everything you need?
Just put up a finger for a minute as the last chorus of This Is How It Feels to Be Lonely plays out. All right, I'm ready.
While Seth is corralling Skuka, when I realize that Seth is not going to, that Skuka's not putting up a fight, I'm going to go down ahead of the two of them. I'm going to see Bubbles, and I'm going to let her in on the fact that I told Skuka to play along and to be on Jack's team.
Well, you can actually let's see how the scene plays out, because as you come down the stairs, Bubbles is kind of sitting in the passenger, Becca's leaning against the door. But Bubbles, you can either be inside the car already, or you can just sort of be waiting outside, like on the street.
She'd probably just be waiting outside, like having a conversation with Becca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, Cicera, is the other two coming?
Yeah, they'll be down in a minute.
All right.
There's something I need to say to Bubbles.
Yep.
Yeah? What's did something happen?
Yeah, something happened earlier.
Everybody Okay. Oh, earlier. What's
Yeah.
going on?
You know how Skuka he joined their team?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that was bullshit. I mean, I never even expected that from him, but I guess that's kind of where you go. You can't stoop any lower, but then you actually do.
Listen, you know, obviously, and this does not excuse any of the other shit he pulled today at all. But when we met up with him at the bar, he tried to say he was going to come out, and he was going to apologize, and he was going to help our team if we still wanted his help. And I told him to pretend to be on Jack's team, to play up what he had already started and keep going down that road. That was me.
So you lied?
Yeah.
And then he lied?
Yeah.
And so he was on our team.
He was a backup plan. We really needed those stones. And I was worried those gods were going to beat us at the drinking game.
You know, it's not a bad idea. I mean, right before the game, Becca and I were talking about having Becca go onto the other team and kind of like fuck up.
Yeah, so that was on purpose. He was there to ensure they either lost or that if they won, that he was supposed to try and steal those stones when Jack was distracted.
So he didn't want to be on their team?
No. In fact, he wanted to come out and apologize, and then, if I recall correctly, and I'm a little hazy, but he wanted to either help us if we still wanted his help, or he was going to leave us alone if we wanted him to leave us alone. Him joining her team, that was my idea. I just thought you should know that. Okay. And I didn't tell you because I was worried that the more people knew what was really going on, the more chances Skuka would get found out, and that backup plan would backfire. So I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Thanks for being honest with me. I just feel like a mean person.
And I think around this time, Cepheus and Skuka will be coming down from the flat.
Bubbles, you're one of the nicest people I know.
Thanks. I don't feel that way, but thank you. I make bad decisions sometimes. But thanks.
Becca from the back. Yeah, you sometimes do. I've been there for a couple of them.
Hey, nobody asked you.
I'm here. So, Skuka and Cepheus, you walk over to the red pickup truck. It's all battered.
I don't go anywhere near the cab. I'm just going to sit on the tailgate.
Becca kind of leans out the driver's side window and goes, look, I know you probably don't want to be in here, but also I have an extra seat and I'm really scared you're going to fly out the back, so you really might want to get in here.
I'll hold on tight.
I'll sit in the back of the truck bed and you know, hold on to the back of Skuka's hood. if he has a hood.
You
Just
can
in case.
jack it.
Becca just goes, "You are really avoiding the conversation you two need to have. Wow." And goes back inside the cab.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. I'm assuming everyone else was up in the flat you gave Becca either the pamphlet or the address, or you told her where you were going.
Yes.
Okay.
Multiple pamphlets that we
There's
have
so
found
many
at this
pamphlets.
point. Yeah.
I kept forgetting how many pamphlets I gave you. So there were so many pamphlets.
This is like every time I forgot what the address was, you're like, oh, it's another
It's a
pamphlet.
pamphlet. Whoops. It was me forgetting how many pamphlets I gave you. Yeah, so the pamphlet is propped up. She kind of pulls out a map and goes, okay, so it's like midnight right now. You sure they're gonna let you in?
I think so.
Do you want to call ahead, or they're just gonna be fine with it?
Ooh.
You know, they
I'll
said
message
the
her.
hours are on the. Oh, okay, you can do that. You know them.
I mean, I talked to her before on like the phone.
Okay, I mean, sure. Magic is stupid.
Yeah, it is. And she'll go, hi, Coraline. That's her name, right? Coraline?
Yep.
Coraline? We have all 3 of the shards. Sorry if we woke you.
Hi, is this? Oh God, is this what? Zelda? God damn it! Is this Bubbles?
Bubbles? Yep.
You?
That's me.
Right? Yeah. Hi. It's midnight right now.
I know, but I felt like this was really, really important.
Okay. Define important.
Well, we found the 3 shards that go into the
Oh.
tree.
Oh, that is important.
Yeah.
Hell. All right. Oh, God. Oh, it's so late. Early. All right. How far away are you?
How far away are we?
Becca kind of looks at the map. 20 minutes.
20 minutes. You got time to make a pot of coffee.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be out. Yeah, just drive up. I'll have someone open the gate for you or something. The night watchman.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Why are you up at midnight?
Well, we were getting the shards. We'll talk about it.
Why were you up? Okay. Drive safe.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye. Okay. And a very, very sleepy mom hangs up.
You feel bad. Poor sleepy mom.
Becca goes, so we good? We good. Leans out the car. Hey, you in the back, are we good?
I don't want to change the world. I'm not looking for New England.
We good.
I'll take that as a good sign. All right. Becca goes off and drives off. Is there anything anyone wants to do during the drive? Any conversations you want to have?
Sing raucously. Sad song.
Seth is vigilantly watching Skuka to make sure he doesn't fall off the back of the truck.
Yeah.
He is within arm's reach.
Zasira doesn't let go of the back of his jacket.
He said he didn't want to be touched. I'm just
Oh,
waiting.
right. I missed that. All right, I'll let go of the back of his jacket, but I'll also stay within arm's reach. And maybe I'll also sing along to sad songs.
Oh, God. Okay, first things first. Skuka, roll me a dexterity check, because I want to see how well you keep your balance in the moving truck.
When you say dexterity check,
Yes.
does that mean like dexterity based checks like acrobatics?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Shit.
Hey! Hey! You know my rule.
No, I'll rely on Cicera to catch me. I'll take the fail.
Alright.
I'll take the L.
Sierra, take the L. You are singing, you are so caught up in this chorus, you go to stand up and throw your arms wide, and the car hits a bump, and you feel yourself rocket back off the tailgate. Sasira, roll me either a dexterity saving throw or like a dex-based skill check or like acrobatics or something.
I will.
Am I
will
also rolling this?
I will go for a dex saving throw because that's better than my acrobatics.
Okay. Cepheus, you can either help and give Sasira advantage, or you can both roll dexterity saves.
I will roll my own.
All right, both of you give me some dexterity saving throws.
I'm gonna use my auto success and pretend that I didn't see Sisera's roll.
I rolled a
fine.
16. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fine. You use your auto success. You both are able to catch Skuka by the wrists.
Seth has one arm, I have the other arm. Whoop,
Yep.
Nope.
And I'm assuming you pull him back into the car? I'm assuming.
Maybe
Yeah.
have him hang there for a second or two.
You let Skuka dangle off the side of this truck bed.
We should just scare him a little bit.
Okay.
The real question is, does he drop his Walkman?
Does he even have a Walkman, or is he just singing the
I
song?
don't know.
off his
Was
head?
he just singing a cappella? I thought he was like
Yeah,
singing
no, he's
along.
just singing to the songs in his head. You know, Cicero, you've lived with Skuka for a while. He did actually used to sing. He sang in a few bands.
Hmm.
He just sort of like he just dangles there.
We pull. I pull when we pull him back up. I put him on the not hanging off the back of the truck bed, but like up against the window to the cabin of the truck, in the truck bed.
You can do that. Also, I would like, for those who are singing along to this wonderful thing, roll me performance checks just for fun.
I might not be able to hold on to a bloody truck, but I can carry a note.
I cannot.
So, Skuka, you were singing fairly well, surprisingly. Even as the car bumps and wobbles, you were able to hold your notes and belt a little out into the open night air as this battered red truck starts rumbling out past the suburban cities towards almost like a pitch black desert area. The only light comes from the stars and the headlamps of Becca's truck. Sasira, though, when you start joining in, oh boy, it's something. It's loud.
He's not a singer.
A tune. It is a tune. In the cab, Becca looks over at Bubbles and just sort of goes, "Do you want me to like roll up the window or put on something else, or are we just gonna let that happen?"
Yes, please. Turn on something else.
All right, you can take a nap if you want. We've got like
Yeah, I'll
10
do
more
that.
minutes. And Becca will put on a radio. It's all like, it's like Pink. It's that sort of music. Just peppy, badass girl bands.
I love it.
100% competing in the middle of the night. And as you drive, I want everyone to make me a perception check. Good lord, Scrat. Now, what are your rolls tonight? Oh
All
god.
over the place.
You rate the red or green? Terrible or
Good lord. Bubbles, what'd you roll?
10.
10? Okay. Sasira, you are so caught up in your singing, and you're also kind of not really facing forward, so you're looking at the back towards where you drive, towards from whence you came. You can see the lights of the college town sort of fading in the distance. You don't really see anything. Everyone else, though, Bubbles, you only catch a little glimpse of this as you're sort of drifting in and out of sleep. You can see, as you're going across this desert, as the city lights fade behind you, the stars started coming more and more into view. Cepheus and Skuka, what you see as you're driving along in this open night air, as the moon is kind of gently illuminating your path, you can see the stars stretch up and up and up into the heavens, and you can actually see clumps of them sort of forming along the silhouettes of mountains on the highways. You can see a column or a pathway sort of rising up, and you can see that pathway starting to branch off into streaks of light, other streaks of light that split off again and again, multitudes of stars twisted together into these branches and the trunk of a tree. And Skuka, on that nat 20, you can actually see parts of this blanket of stars that stretches across the entire expanse of the desert sky. You can see there are parts of this tree that are completely void and empty, black. It is not even as if the stars there are sparser. It is as if there's an entire chunk missing, and it is just empty void in 3 different spots along this giant mural in the sky.
Holes in the tree of my heart. He pulls out his little black book with a notepad and starts writing down lyrics. They take root like bad art.
And you can keep driving, and after about 20 minutes, you arrive in a small parking lot. It's flat, it's dusty. There's like a flickering sort of street lamp in the center that kind of just goes and just sort of flickers on and off. And as you pull up, you can see coming into view a wrought iron gate with what looks like the shape of a skull on the front. Like one of those, like the entire gate itself is a skull. And across the top is the words in wrought iron, kind of painted silver but chipping off. Morbid curiosities. The gate itself sort of swings open a little, and you can see actually a silhouette behind the gate, just sort of standing there watching.
Excuse me, sir? Is it like we have to drive through the gate?
No, there's the parking lot and the gate, and then behind the gate you can kind of see a garden and a building.
Okay.
So Becca parks the car.
Yeah, we'll get out of the car then.
All right. Hey, look, do I need to come with you?
No, you don't.
Well, I'm gonna take a nap then. And then she just immediately reclines the seat and then just flips her hood up.
Hey, Becca.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. As she flips the hood up, you can actually see kind of embroidered on the back of her hood. You hadn't noticed it before, but there now you can see the image of a peacock. And she goes and takes a gosh darn well-deserved nap. And you are able to get out of the car, all of you.
Wait, I do. Bubbles
Oh,
does.
you get out of the car. Everyone else, you're in the truck bed. You can hop off the truck bed.
Yeah, I'll hop off as well. Body language quite closed, hands in pockets, head down.
I will hop off the truck bed as well, and I'll being the stout protector that I am, I'll take point and say, all right, whatever's next can't be worse than what we've been through already.
Let's do it.
You know what they say. You don't choose the ballroom, you just dance.
The only person I've ever heard say that is you.
Well, you know, it'll catch on eventually.
I didn't
let's
say
just
it
go.
was bad. I never said it was bad. I just said, yeah.
So as you get closer to the gates, you can see the silhouette sort of come into view a little closer. Tall-ish man, human, sort of a black long coat, close-cropped hair, and then like a newsboy hat kind of squashed on his face. He's just sort of standing there, kind of looking out at the car curiously.
Hi, sir. We're here to see Coraline. She said that you would open the gate for us.
Oh, right. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah, Caroline said you were coming in the middle of the night, and I mean, normally I just sit and watch the gates, but I guess today is an exception. Right, come on in. And he will open the gates.
And who are you? What's your name?
I'm the night watchman of the museum. I guess because the Pedersons, the people who God, my accent for this person's all over the place. The Pedersons who run the museum, they have kids, so I sort of help run the place when they are taking care of a child and sleeping, because that is what you do when you have a baby.
I see. All right then. Can I size this person up?
Yeah,
Sasira is all kinds of suspicious, especially after, people have turned out to be not what they appear to be.
Yep.
Like 8 different times so far in this campaign.
Roll me an insight check.
I'm going to use my banked advantage. I think I have 1 left.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. His paranoia is getting the best of him.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, you can't see anything off about this guy. He seems tired, but he's just doing the best he can. And maybe that is making you really suspicious. Because there is nothing wrong about this guy. But there was nothing wrong about Becca. There was nothing wrong about Jack. Does it mean anything?
There was nothing wrong about that laundry lady until she had Skooka's pants in her load.
Yeah, you never know. You're not entirely sure.
Heck, our professor turned out to be a ghost wolf fighting badass.
You never know.
All right. I'll just, I'll nod. All right then. He says all right then, and he's nodding, but it doesn't look like he's convinced. And he walks by, keeping his gaze on the guard. A little too long.
But before you go up, just don't touch anything, will you? Everything here kind of that is not his accent. Sorry. Everything here might possibly be able to kill you. So just keep your hands off any of the plants.
What about trees?
They are plants. Do not touch them.
All right, noted. We will not touch any of the plants.
Also, probably don't touch anything inside the museum, because those things in there can also kill you. This place is called Morbid Curiosities for a reason.
I am curious.
And as you walk inside these gates, you can see it is in fact a garden, and the garden looks beautiful. There are trees with little berries hanging off them, and plants and flowers kind of growing in these nicely kept brick planters, and they line a pathway over to you can see in the moonlight is tan, like a tan, almost what would be Spanish architecture if Spain existed in this world. Sort of almost like a Presidio arch with red tiled roofs, and Morbid Curiosities again over the doorway. If you look close enough, though, there are signs along the plants, and each sign has a different description. This is nightshade. This is belladonna. These are all poisons. These are all things that can kill you. The door, as you walk closer along through the garden, the door in the very back is sort of, it's not wide open, but it's like doing that gentle sway in the wind.
I feel like Seth wants to touch something.
Is Seth the monkey from Aladdin?
Seth is looking like he's about to poke something, like he wants to see if it does something.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on Seth, and if it looks like he does reach out to touch something, I'm gonna reach out and stop him.
You can do that.
Brother.
So you're saying these are all bad?
Yes, everything in this garden can probably kill you, if not hurt you very much.
And bad or not, we can come back to the museum and explore, when things aren't so stressful later. The last thing we need is to come up against another world serpent and have, one of our best down for the count because he got poisoned by a plant.
And the door in the front opens, and you can see, sort of standing there, a short, half-elven lady, dark-skinned, freckles, wild curly hair, and these bright golden green eyes, in a bathrobe, sort of yawning and rubbing her eyes. Oh, okay. Are they here? Hi, hello. Are you the four?
Yes, hi, we're the 4.
Hi. Do you have the things?
Yes.
Oh, all right. You might want to come inside then. Don't spend too long in the garden. Come on in.
Coraline, I presume?
Yes, that would be me. Hi. I hope
Nice
you like
to
the
meet-
garden. I worked really hard on it. It looks better in the daytime when you're not... What is it, 2 a.m.? When it's not 2 a.m.
When you're not wearing a bathrobe?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure, that thing. Oh, God. Well, I really appreciate your haste. But, I mean, world ending or not, you might have been able to wait till morning. Oh, God. Oh, I have work tomorrow. Oh, I promised I'd do the early shift. Ah.
Well,
There-
it seems important that we get this to you.
I know and I understand entirely. Look, we'll just... Come on in. And she'll come, gesture you in, and she'll flick on the light. You're in a gift shop. It's a Kitschy gift shop. It is like dark wood paneling and a bunch of shelves. It's like when you go to like a science center and they have a bunch of like science kitschy gifts. These gifts are, but they're all like mini guillotines and like mini skeletons.
I love a mini skeleton. I want that.
Like mini skeletons, like the ones that kind of like you can stand up and wind and then they kind of like march.
Cute.
A bunch of like then books about like 101 different ways to die, 101 obituaries. It's a very, very morbid place, but like they're funny things. They're just like the top 25 ridiculous ways people have died. Actually, think I have that book. But yeah, so you walk in, the light kind of is on, but Coraline doesn't lead you through the main gate. You can see there's a doorway that goes to the main area of the museum, and you can actually see as you look there in the hallway, there are like some paintings and glass display cases, and you can see like torture devices and like an Iron Maiden and a mini guillotine and other fun torture devices. I didn't do my research for this museum because there's a lot of things that can kill you in here. She actually leads you to the back, behind the cash register counter and through the back doorway to a supply closet. It is a fairly large supply closet, but it is still a supply closet nonetheless. There is a broom, a mop bucket, a shelf full of cleaning supplies, a couple of like merchandise things that look like a child grabbed them and shoved them to the ground and broke them. There's one of those dancing skeletons, but it's like the leg is broken and it's like broken in half and it's kind of like sitting butt up on a counter. She shuts the door behind you. The nightman also walks in after the rest of you have filed in, and he closes the door. Okay, where are they?
I have them,
Okay.
but what are you gonna do with them?
Well, here's the thing. The world tree itself, you can't access it from here. You're going to have to, plane shift, essentially.
Okay.
You're okay with that?
Whatever we have to do, right?
You are all so gung-ho about this. It's almost impressive.
We haven't
Look.
really got jobs and we're not really important to society, but we're here to save the world, so I mean, we'll do whatever it takes. Maybe we'll find a
that's
job
fairly-
opportunity out there.
That's very existential, even for me, and I run a museum about death.
Oh, buddy. I look down at Skuka and I really want to cast like a inspire hope spell on him or something along those lines. But I'm out of spell slots. I don't really have that spell, I don't think.
I was like, I don't think you even have that spell.
I have heroism. That's
Okay.
probably.
All right.
Anyway,
So, well, are you all willing to go? You sure about this?
yes. Save the world.
Okay, wow.
Time like the present.
Wow, you are fascinating people. Okay, she kind of steps back a little and pushes back a curtain, and there's another door. This door, unlike the door that you walked through, the supply closet door that you walked through was wooden, kind of chipped. This door looks like it's made out of industrial steel. It is heavy and almost blackened at the edges with soot, and if you stand close enough to it, you can feel like a heat and hear a slight rumbling in the background. Okay. Scratch here is going to take you down through this door. I'm going to get on a little platform, and you are going to go down to a, where you can find the world tree. And you are just, all you have to do is just sort of hold the things up and pop them back into place, and, everything should be fine. I think. I really don't know. The professor was the expert. I just have the gateway. That's the only reason why he kind of talked about us. We have the gateway down.
And you've never been down there?
I mean, I have, but there's really not much there. It's a dark tunnel and then a rocky room with a broken tree in it.
It's a shame we don't have ready access to the professor or any means of contacting him remotely right on the spot.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried. I haven't gotten anything from him. Haven't you tried?
Right.
Tried, yeah. And he hasn't answered every time we've done it.
Yeah, same here. I'm not entirely sure what happened to him, but knowing him, it's probably not good if he's not contacting us. So, that's fine. We should probably get those shards back. Anyways, do you have any other questions? Can I get you something to drink? Do you want coffee? Do you want, donuts? I can probably get donuts. I have a lot of those weird powdery, sugary ones. My daughter likes them.
You got any potions?
Yeah, we can maybe rest a little before we go, if that's okay. I mean, you don't have to, if you want to just put us in a room and... I don't know.
I can load up the things. The journey down, time works funny when you're shifting planes. You can probably squeeze a rest in there.
Oh, it's a different plane down there.
Yeah, it's underworld. It's different. It's weird. It's a bit bumbly, but
Underworld.
All right, then. If we can get a rest on the elevator, load us
It's more
up.
of a train, really. Scratch, darling, you want to go? And the night watchman sort of tips his hat and wrenches open this door.
Thank you very much, Dark Aardvark, for the raid. Welcome in, raiders.
Wrenches open this door, and you can actually feel like this burst of hot air kind of wash over all of you. It smells like sulfur.
Are we actually... Where exactly are we going? Are we going to hell?
No? Adjacent. Hell adjacent.
She said the underworld.
That sounds like hell.
Ken dishing out the subs there.
Oh,
if you've just
goodness,
been
Kent.
gifted
Fine.
you've just been gifted a sub, you have an advantage to gift a player of your choice, or the DM, of course. Kent, thank you very, very much for your generosity.
5 advantages.
Hell yeah! Hell adjacent.
Oh, gee.
Okay. Let's do it.
I promise the ride is quite comfortable. Again, this is really awkward. Yeah. I think there's a coffee cart on there or something. Scratch, did you refill the coffee cart? Yes, I did the best I could, to be honest. I mean, really, no one takes the train down ever. It's only you and your husband. Right, okay, yeah, really wasn't prepared for this. But you're welcome to go, have fun, best of luck, don't die, all that fun stuff.
Reassuring.
Oh.
Thank you. Yes, we will.
Okay then. Let's get on the train.
I'm sure nothing will happen. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be really easy.
Yep.
I'm afraid of nothing.
What do we have to lose?
The world.
I can't believe I accidentally created the group of the most existential, like, college students on the planet.
We're all going through a lot right now.
You're all going through so much. I feel so bad.
What does existential mean?
Oh, Seth.
Oh boy. And you can all. Do you go through the big door to not hell?
Go.
Yeah.
Go? All right. As you step through, you find yourself in a train car. It is a really nice one, actually, but it's one of those. It almost feels old-timey with the way that it has those pale purple leather seats, or not leather, velvet seats. Like dark wood paneling on the inside that sort of arches up into carvings. Windows that are only slightly fogged up from the outside. If you try to peer outside, it is entirely dark, but the inside of this train car smells almost floral in a way, like lavender. You can see these rows of seats, all empty. There is a coffee cart at the very end of the car where Scratch goes and stands and sort of just takes a seat. Kind of rings pulls a golden cord from the ceiling, sort of rings it, and there you can hear in the distance a little bell. He very lazily goes, all aboard, all aboard. What did the train conductor say? All aboard, get on, take seat.
Excuse me. How long is the trip?
Didn't you hear Coraline? The time is relative down here.
Yeah, but how relative? Like
It'll
short
be over
relative,
before you
long relative?
It'll be over before you know it, but you'll be able to get a nice nap in, or get a nice sleep. Y'all look like you need it. No offense, y'all have you all look drunk off your asses, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is you mechanically. You'll get a long rest on this train.
Awesome.
I'm fine.
So, I'm assuming, unless anyone has anything else to say, y'all just take up seats in this train and pass the hell out.
Skooka's gonna carry on writing a little bit.
Okay. Do you care to share what you write with the class, or are you keeping that a secret?
Not yet, it's not finished.
Okay. Scratch will kind of look over and be like, are you going to take a nap, or do you want me to make you a coffee?
I'd love a coffee.
All right, do you want a light roast or like a dark roast we have a bunch of flavored syrups because Coraline really likes the fancy things, but
I like my coffee black in a mug.
like your soul.
What? No, not like my soul. Just black in a
Alright.
mug.
Okay, you
What-
seem like that type.
Are you alright, mate?
You seem sad. Don't sad people say those sorts of things?
I'll just have a coffee, thank you.
Skooka, roll me a perception check as Scratch walks away. Okay, not bad. You were rolling really well. As he turns away and as the train starts to chug along and the lulling movement of the car lulls the rest of your party to sleep, you can see his long shadow kind of cast along the aisleway of this train, and for a very fleeting second, it almost looks like his shadow has wings. He gets you your coffee.
God of coffee.
God damn it, there's gods everywhere.
He gets you your coffee, hands it to you, and leaves you be. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'll just finish my lyrics.
how late do you stay up finishing these lyrics?
I mean, I've got full health on all my spell slots, so all I would really get from my long rest is some hit dice, and I'm not too bothered. I haven't got any levels of exhaustion yet, so I can afford to take a hit there.
Okay.
I'll sleep
you're gonna
some.
Okay. Scratch will give you all the coffee you want. And if you ping rhymes off him, he'll try his best to supply you with words. He'll sit like in the aisle across from you and sort of kick up his feet on the chair next to him, take off his hat and just sort of like toss it up and down. And you all get the benefits of a long rest should you choose to take them.
Seth is, as it is canon, sleeping on whatever floor is the surface around this area.
You're sleeping in the middle of the aisle.
That is what Seth is doing.
It's wonderful. And you can sleep. And nothing happens. And after a while, the train comes to a grinding halt. You can hear these wheels sort of creak against something that you're not even sure is there. The way it stops almost jolts you all awake from your nap.
Oh God!
There we go.
Actually scared the shit out of me.
I was waiting. I was setting that up.
Sorry, guys. It's just a bad dream. Yeah. I
All right.
normally sleep alone.
Did everyone get a wonderful rest? Woohoo.
I mean, as good as...
Scratch, right? Scratch is your name?
Yes,
Thank you.
Scratch, Mr. Scratch, whatever you want to call me.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Do you all feel better? You all look better. No offense, but you did look terrible earlier.
I just wake up.
Do you want coffee before you get off the train? I've been supplying this one with coffee all night. Or all time. Time is weird down here, all the past few hours. Do you anyone else want coffee?
I'm feeling great.
How many cups have you
mean-
had at this point, Skuka? 5?
How-
bad.
Do you have sugar?
I've got everything. Coraline likes hers really sweet, but her husband takes it straight black. So, I mean, I've really got everything. I've got all the flavorings, all the syrups, all the sugars you could possibly want.
Can you make me a mocha?
Yeah, sure, no problem. What does anyone else want coffee before y'all go off to your thing?
Just black coffee for me, please.
All right, fancy that. And he will make coffees. Sathira, did you want anything?
No.
Okay. So he makes you coffee. He gives Bubbles straight black coffee. He makes for Cepheus, he actually makes like a really he does the latte art thing. He does that too. It's like it's a little jagged leaf. It might be like a poisonous leaf. You're not entirely sure, but knowing like the history of the people you just came from, it's probably like a drawing of a poison oak leaf. But like, who knows? But it's not poison. The coffee is fine, and you're able to drink it, and it is possibly one of the best tasting mochas you have ever had.
Bubbles
The black
just-
coffee perks you right up.
Yeah, like Bubbles just kind of looks longingly at the mocha, and she like looks down at her black coffee and she starts to sip it.
Did you want something else?
No, this is great. This is great.
I feel
Wait.
like you're lying to me.
No.
Can I get another one to go?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, look. I kind of beckons you in. I'm pretty sure that the well tree is like a little bit of a holy place. You probably shouldn't take like plastic cups in there, but also I don't care. I'll give you one to go.
I mean, I won't leave it there. I'm not gonna just throw garbage at the world tree.
I really don't care, to be honest. And he goes off and makes you a mocha in a little plastic cup, pops a lid on it, hands it to you. It's got a little cup warmer, a little like the cardboard shield guide. Yeah, everything.
Thank you.
Friend, the one who was up all night writing things. You want another?
No, 12 pints is my limit.
All right, if you're sure. I mean, I'm always one for pushing limits, but you know, if you're happy with how much you've had, then that's totally fine.
Yeah, I could really use a leak. But if I go, I might break the seal.
There's a bathroom down there. Do you need to?
Yeah, I'll hop back on the train and go to the bathroom.
And you can, and this happens. You hop back out, I guess. Does everyone leave the train with your coffees? Anything else you'd like to do before you get off? Okay. You hop off into an immense cavern. Cavernous spaces aren't common from where in this college city, and to be honest, we've never really been in a cave like this before, probably. But it is a massive cave of blue and white stone that stretches up and up and up, 5 to 10 stories above you. The walls themselves are smooth.
I had that coffee.
The walls themselves are smooth with some parts are almost geometric in the way that they jut out from the rocks. There, as you step out of the train car, it no longer feels warm. It no longer has that sulfuric smell. It feels fresh. It smells fresh, like the scent of right after a rainstorm. And as you start walking down this pathway, it is like cobblestone, and the edges are lined with these little blue crystals that seem to light up as you walk. And this pathway, on both sides of it, you can see little pools of iridescent liquid just shifting, different pools of water shifting in blues and whites and purples. And as you keep walking, you see two things. The first is a stone, almost like a pedestal, a dais, an altar. It looks broken and cracked in half. And that pathway sort of circles around it, and then behind it, sort of half covered in dirt still, but with light peeking out, a tree. White in crystalline form with actual wood sort of warped into it, stretching up with opalescent veins of blue and white and pink, stretching up and up all the way past the ceiling of the cave. You can see stretching up beyond it, and on this branch you can see flickering little leaves sort of shimmering and shaking, almost as if being blown by an unseen breeze. And along these branches you can see 3 gaps that match the shards that you carry with you. There is one sort of towards the bottom and 2 sort of higher up. And as you step closer, Bubbles, make me a perception check.
10.
10? Thankfully, it doesn't take much. The shards in your pocket almost start to vibrate and hum. You can feel their warmth start spreading to you. It's not an uncomfortable warmth, but it sort of spreads to your chest, and you can feel them almost like pulling at the pocket, at the cloak where you're keeping them, sort of like magnets towards this massive structure.
I'll take the shards out. Do they do anything like once I take them out of my pocket?
When you take them out of your pocket and hold them in your hands, everyone who's around Bubbles can see this. They start to shake, like vibrating, almost as much as like Skooka was when you all woke up from the amount of caffeine, but like they start humming and vibrating, almost an audible musical hum to them as they shake in your hand. Do you step closer to the tree?
Yeah.
You step closer, one shard sort of zzz, and it flies up, soaring up, and it finds the highest point in the tree, that gap, and it locks in place. And you see a flash of light, green, blue, pink, sort of spring off it, and the leaves on that branch flare up and blossom almost like flowers for a moment before gliding down. You keep stepping closer.
Yeah.
The second shard flies up. Again, finds its place in one of the branches like a magnet, and again, a brilliant light fills this cave, and the leaves on that branch flare and blossom like little cherry blossoms before dying down. You have one shard left in your hand.
I keep going forward.
This shard, it's the largest one. It's the one that Jack had with her, and it is the last shard you've obtained. You step up to the tree. This one doesn't move. It's almost as if it's too heavy, but you can see the gap where it fits in the trunk of this tree. And you can feel this thing hum with energy as you step closer.
I'll put it in.
Okay, you put it in. And there's another flash of light, brighter and more brilliant this time. And I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw. You no longer have disadvantage. All your drunkenness is gone, by the way.
Well, that's good to know. Either way, I rolled a nat 1.
I choose to auto succeed.
Choose the auto succeed.
I got a 9.
And a 9. Hey, Scratticus, do you want to take that failure, or do you want to do success and complication?
I got a 14.
I mean, I literally spent the whole night up drinking coffee. I feel like I deserve this.
Okay. Okay. As you place this thing into the tree, the entire room fills with light. And you feel the ground rock beneath your feet. And there is something it feels like something, as the light emanates out, it feels like something punches all of you in the gut. It's something latches onto your solar plexus and pulls you down, and all of you feel this force sort of grip the center of your body and yank you to your knees as the ground itself shakes and rumbles. The light fades from your eyes, but when you look up, you can see the tree itself. It is whole, and those streaks of opalescent wood that were streaking through the branches and the trunk, they flare up, and you can see the light sort of shoot up from the trunk up to the branches, up to the leaves, up, flaring light at every single leaf on every single corner of this branch. And then the light flows and crashes down again, and the ground rumbles, and you feel that sickening pull in your gut. And then it's quiet. The tree is whole. The room has stopped shaking. And then there's a faint from down the pathway.
Sasira turns around to face the clapping. His hand starts to glow.
And you see Scratch walking towards you. His hat is gone. And he's no longer standing hunched. He is sitting up, and he's proud, and he's just clapping as he walks towards you.
I was right to be suspicious. Just suspicious of the wrong person.
No, I'm very proud that one of you caught on. With each step he takes, you can see the ground beneath him crack. You can see fissures of smoke come up from the pathway where his feet lead, and you can see his long black coat is now open and sort of billowing in an unseen wind as he keeps stepping towards you.
Bubbles says... Sorry.
No, you go.
I didn't want to interrupt your... I don't want to interrupt you.
Fine. No, it's fine.
I just wanted to clarify. Bubbles has only put in one...
Bubbles has put in all three. All of them are
all three. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Really proud of you. You did it. Congratulations. And as he steps forward...
Where are you really?
As he steps forward again, Skuka, you recognize this from the flicker of the shadow you caught, but these wings now sprout up from his back, skeletal and dripping with like almost this black ichor, and where it falls and hits the ground, it sizzles up and there's a puff of sulfur as these two giant wings spread out from his back, and they almost span the entire length of the cavern.
Not that I really need this to tell anymore, but I will pop my sunglasses down to the tip of my nose and use Divine Sense.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
23.
Nice.
23? Okay. You pop this divine sense, and oh god, your vision is like, it is like when you were in the professor's hideout, but it is blinding. It is even more blinding. It is 10 times worse than that. You were able to push through that and focus on things. You can see that this place itself is holy and celestial, more so than a place that has been like consecrated. This place is a source of holy magic. You can also see around you there are stronger surges of celestial energies, hints of undead, hints of fiendish, and when you look towards this figure walking towards you, it is a brilliant, searing red aura of fiendish energy, filling the cavern in this amorphous, sort of shifting, fiery blob.
Seth is setting down his mochas on the ground. As
So
not
what
to spill them.
What did you say, Sir?
So what happens now?
Well, you did exactly what the professor and the dear old museum curators wanted you to. You put the three back together, and now every wonderful divine power and God that got loose when that thing broke can go back to where they are happiest. They just didn't realize that some of us are quite happy in our mortal forms.
Cecilia's trying to process everything this person just said. So we just did the bad guy's bidding, unknowingly.
Perhaps define bad guy.
This fiend's bidding. This.
Why didn't you guys go back? Did everybody else go back?
Depends. If they wanted to, they probably did. If they didn't, though, they are right where they want to be, and I am quite happy right here. I haven't felt this good in ages, actually. That's putting that back together. Really, got the juices flowing, if you understand my meaning.
Why are you telling us? We just did you a favor. What do you want from us?
Tell me, have you ever heard of a little term called Apotheosis?
Yes.
Do you know what it means?
Yes.
All right, then explain it to me, my friends.
Well, Bubbles actually knows what it means, but I will look up an exact definition.
I will give it to you because I've known this
Okay.
at the very beginning. Apotheosis roughly translates, well, in our language, it translates to when a mortal becomes a god.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's when a mortal becomes a god.
Right, good job. I am so proud of you. You really are the smart one in the group, aren't you?
I know you're trying to be facetious, but I really am.
I'm not trying to be facetious. That was genuinely an honest compliment. I actually admired the work of you for quite a long time now. And really, you putting the three back together was the last thing I needed to complete my apotheosis, and I believe to kickstart yours. And I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck, I'm bad at that.
I forgot to do an advantage, but that's fine.
Do I have an advantage? I
25
think
critical
I have it.
success.
Critical
I'm
success.
gonna use one of my advantages.
Okay.
Because I'm not good at this. Actually, no, I'm not bad at this. 19.
And a 19. Okay.
Mac, I know how your alternate rules work with critical failures, but remind me again how they work with critical successes?
For critical successes, normally in combat, I either give you the option of doing the double damage, or you can do like damage and an effect. For saves and stuff, I just give you a little extra flavor text, I suppose is the easy way to put it. You get a little extra flavor. As he says this, there is another surge of light from the tree. And that feeling in your gut that has been pulling you to the ground sort of grows and grows and grows, and it feels like there's something squirming inside you, and it sort of hooks around you, your core, and all of your vision goes dark for a moment. We'll start with what Susira sees. Susira, your vision goes dark and you are in a completely empty room. You are able to sort of maintain your consciousness. You feel like you're there, you still feel like you're in control, and there is a buzzing behind you. Sounds like bugs, sounds like insects.
Do I feel like I've been moved, or that my vision has simply been played with? Like, do I feel like I'm in a different place?
It feels like it's almost like when you, like, it feels like you've almost passed out, but you still feel like you're still in that cavern. You're still in that space. You just, like, it feels like almost like your vision has been blocked out and you've just, like, gone unconscious while still standing up.
I attack the darkness where the buzzing's coming from.
Make me an attack roll.
Always be branding, Susira. Always be branding.
Oh, always. 11. And if I had disadvantage, it's still 11.
You don't have disadvantage, because these things aren't. You swipe out into the darkness, and as you swipe out, there is a flash of light, and you just barely miss this swarm of pure white insects. And there's another sort of bzzz to your left, and another bzzz to your right, and they sort of coalesce, and they start grouping together in these bigger swarms until it forms the shape of a human, a person, head with no eyes and a gaping mouth, limbs that are too long and sort of like prop up like this as it sort of props up to the ground, and there is a harsh, dry cackle. Ha! Your paladin abilities at Radiance always made me sick. And we'll go to Cepheus next. Cepheus, you feel yourself sway on your feet, and you too find yourself in a completely dark room. And that voice that has been bugging you, that female voice in a low drawl, kind of comes out from the darkness. I told you, hun. And as it steps forward, it is a figure clad in red plate armor with a long sword at her side, flaming red hair, and she gives you a grin that is not kind. It is turned up too wide at the corners. It is cruel. She gives you that wide smile. I told you, you were always meant for war. Skuka, you too find yourself pulled to the ground, and you find yourself again in a empty space. You see in front of you a swirling bat, tornado, a mass of like gray ashen mist, and that dry feeling that you felt when you tried to take that drink comes back to your throat. You feel that dryness come down and down your esophagus, down your throat to your stomach, and your stomach hurts. It's like when you've gone on a bender and you've forgotten to eat for too long. It is that gnawing hunger.
Yeah. Luca starts to sing the lyrics Crawling from Linkin Park. Suits the sore throat.
And again, you hear that dry from the back. Bubbles. You find yourself in that room. It's calm. And then there is a voice. You haven't heard this one yet. You know, you're very lucky that your patron found you when you did. Otherwise, we could have had so much more fun. Don't worry. It will be deadly serious now that we're together. And as all four of you are confronted with these things, they get closer and closer and closer to you until they are standing chest to chest, and you can feel them pressing against you, pressing into you. The worst migraine of your life sort of pounds at your skull. And then you're back. You can open your eyes.
What do we see?
Do you open your eyes? I guess is the better question.
Yes.
You look around. And above Jasira, there is a white horse. It's misty in shape. Above Cepheus, there is a red horse, again misty and sort of half there, ethereal. Skuka has a black horse above his, and if you look over your own head bubbles, you see a pale horse, eye sockets empty, sort of shifting and misting, and those images and mirages drift off in the wind. And old Scratch looks at you with a wide smile.
We even called him Old Scratch. God damn it.
Welcome back, Warhorse. We have a lot of work to do. I think that is where we're going to end Apotheosis for tonight.
Oh, shit.
Literally called him Scratch. God
Yes, I did!
damn it.
I did! I used the exact same description you use for writers, too.
Yep. Yep. Shit.
What?
I'm like, what? Wait, what?
Old Scratch is another name for the devil.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Damn it.
Anyways, how are we feeling, y'all?
Oh,
Great.
good.
Great.
Good. I got I got plenty more sad songs in me. We can pump them out, I'm sure.
Righteous fury. I want to punch this old Scratch in the face.
So,
But something
Villain
was making.
monologuing.
Yeah, villain monologuing. I hate when the villain monologues.
I mean, really, y'all could have interrupted him at any time. You would just go.
Oh no, you can't. That's the villain's superpower.
It is the villain superpower.
They get to monologue. It's like how when I punch someone really hard, anime lines appear behind me, obscuring the whole background. You know.
So you know how I had y'all roll D100s at random times?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this might have been why. Every time your divine smite turned the poison damage, every time Cepheus raged, I had options on the wild magic table. That's why I had you roll during the game.
Nice. So, help me understand here to make sure I'm ready for next session properly. Just so we're clear, by fixing the world tree, we resealed
the apocalypse.
We resealed the weak barriers between our dimension and other dimensions, sealing all of the good celestial beings out, but keeping the fiends in. Was that what you said?
Everything went to where it wanted to be.
Rather
Some
than
of the
where it's
gods wanted
supposed
to go home. Some of the people who want to end the world want to be right here. Oh, and between this week and next week, y'all get some pretty sweet feats.
Oh.
Oh! Upgrades.
That was only 1 foot, but
Oh, Mac.
Anyways, how are we feeling? How are we doing? We all good?
It's
Happy
Listen.
mid-season, y'all!
Seth is so lost, but Zelda also lost.
I was like, I don't know what we're supposed to do now. I've tried everything.
we did the thing we were told to do by the guy. We
Yeah,
did
let's just write it out.
Was that a joke about the horses just writing it out?
No, it was not. I didn't mean it. yeah, I mean,
Uh-huh.
technically, I'm riding on a pale horse. I'm cool with this.
White horse was above mine, right? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
White horse.
That's the horseman
Pestilence?
of pestilence and
Pestilence.
disease.
Yep. I
Oh.
did.
I'm immune to disease, and you gave me the disease.
Really funny how their characters really fit the archetypes I wanted.
I didn't want to fight. Sev doesn't like fighting.
I do
I know.
like a bit of chaos. I haven't figured out which horseman I am yet. I don't really know them too well. I know pestilence isn't one
Pestilence,
of them.
famine,
Famine.
war, and
Death.
Yeah, you're famine, Scrat.
Great.
Who got the black one? Was that Cepheus?
Black was Scrat. Or Skuka. Damn it.
Skoka. So,
Famine.
oh, that was okay. Wait,
Great.
Bubbles is dead.
Bubbles is dead.
Hey, I dated
I feel like I've been
death.
chosen.
I dated death. That's metal as fuck.
You dated Death like
It
twice,
is.
actually. If you really think about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did.
I guess you could say Skuka is always flirting with death.
Oh.
Oh, that
Ooh.
was amazing.
You could
Wait,
just call
does
it
this mean-
morbid attraction, I suppose.
Does this mean Bubbles and Jack have something in common?
Possibly.
Who knew? Never ending.
Hold on.
Oh
I feel like the
man,
dramatic music has been going, so we're gonna
Yeah.
get the regular
Mac,
music.
you run a mean session. This is. Ugh.
Well, we
Whoa.
sit here
Okay.
literally taking 10 minutes just decompressing and figuring out exactly what happened. Yeah, you run a good session.
Yeah.
But here we are at the end of it, everyone. So stick around. We're going to be going on a raid with that raid cry. You don't choose the ballroom, you just dance. Let's hopefully go and give someone a bunch of viewers and go and be really active and stuff and all of the good things. Spread that Academy love around. Check out the...
Oh, one thing, as you put the Discord links in chat, I will be releasing, I think we're going to do an NPC playlist this week. We forgot to do the poll. So instead, I'm just going to release the first of my antagonist playlists. I think that's fitting for today.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
I think Skuka's going to have to work on a breakup playlist as well, because clearly there's a lot of songs here that I need to put together in a Skuka breakup playlist. I think you've
Yeah.
already got one, like, right, Raven? Like,
Yeah. I've had a Bubbles breakup playlist for a very long time.
like,
I might have to revisit it just to see kind of
yeah,
how I feel now.
add some more Death Cab, maybe.
Oh yeah, a lot of Death Cab.
Check out all of the links that have come up in chat, including the Discord link where you can go and look at that things. I also just posted the song lyrics in there. Yeah, also check out our Twitter, YouTube, all the other good things. If you want a game or something like that, send me a DM. We'll get you a game. My waiting list now is less than 40 people. So I'll probably be able to get you a game within the next month if you send me a DM now. And also check out our sponsors, Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, whom we're very grateful to because they make this all happen. We are going to outro with some credits. We'll be back again at the same time next week with more Apotheosis, and we'll be back tomorrow with Redwall, the Tapestry, and Horoscopes. So we will see you next week. Until then, keep on evoking emotions, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.